So, hello nimekuja na tangazo.
Wow.
So, hapa tuko na motion sensor floodlight ya Vellmax. This is actually a new product. Ndio imeingia kwa market size, okay? So, tuende pamoja hapa hivi through this user manual. Aya. Ngoja kidogo niweke hii chini. So, hapa hivi with this remote you can turn on the light or turn off the light. Then hapa hivi 3 hours always on and 3 hours radar. It means 3 hours itakaa bila kutumia motion sensor, okay? Then for 3 hours inatumia motion sensor, of which the motion sensor works ina detect motion, inakuwa brighter, taa inakuwa brighter, okay? So kama haija detect motion, taa ina dim kidogo, okay? Sio ati imezimika, ina dim, but ikidetect motion inapiga brightness kabisa. So 3 hours itakaa on throughout kama ina motion sensor, then 3 hours itakaa kama inatumia motion sensor. I don't know if you get it. Then the other side ni 4 hours always on, 4 hours on radar. Meaning 4 hours itakaa floodlight iko on kabisa, alafu for another 4 hours itatumia motion sensor. I don't know if you get me, okay?
Yeah.
Then you can also press the auto mode. Auto iko wapi? Auto mode ndio hii. You can press the auto mode. Iko wapi remote? Hata tuonyeshe kwa remote yenyewe. Haya. Here is the remote, okay? This is how it looks like, okay? So, ukifinya hapa 3+3 inamaanisha for 3 hours itawaka bright, fully bright. Then for another 3 hours itawaka with motion sensor, of which ina dim, alafu ikidetect motion inakuwa very bright. Okay. Ukitaka kuzima the motion sensor function of this light, unafinya hii auto, okay? Auto ndio hii. Auto mode, when you press the auto mode, it will activate the dusk to dawn mode. Inamaanisha itafanya tu kama floodlight ya kawaida ya solar. Asubuhi itajizima, usiku inajiwasha automatically, okay? Now, timer. Unaweza weka pia timer. You can schedule a timer. Every 4 hours taa yako inazimika ama inawaka, okay? Timer for 6 hours pia is on. Aya, what else do we need to know? What else? So, radar sensor mode. What happens on the radar sensor mode ni hii ya katikati. Hii hapa. Unaona hii? Hii hapa. Sasa this umeactivate motion sensor, okay? The light turns to full brightness when a pedestrian enters into the detection area and dims to 30% brightness when the pedestrian leaves. Inamaanisha itakuwa 100% the brightness, okay? Kama ija detect motion, but ikidetect motion inakuwa 100%. Kama ija detect motion inakuwa 30%. Haijazimika but ina dim, okay?
Yeah.
Nimewafunza leo. Haya, turn on mode is a function for both day and night. When you turn on, the light will work by the previous setting, okay? Ile setting yenye ulikuwa umeset previously, which is unaona hapa hivi kwa turning on ndio hii hapa. Ile previous setting yenye ulikuwa umeset previously ndio itaendelea kutumia, okay? Okay?
Yeah.